Welcome everyone to season 13, episode 9.
Hold on, pause. You made the chat too exciting, so I'm not ready to record. I want to keep talking in the chat.
Yeah, that part.
I took it off for actually the episode. I can leave it on the whole episode. We can have it just sitting there.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
It's new. It's in beta, so I can new buttons to play with.
We're testing it out.
Next series, Aragon. I love Aragon. I can't be a first-time reader to Aragon.
Yeah, neither can I.
Aragon was great.
Star Wars with dragons.
There
what?
You go.
Did I say that loud?
Don't tempt me with a good time. All right, you now have permission to start the podcast, Alan. I approve it.
Okay. Sounds good.
You were hiding that from us, though. I had no idea we could look at the live.
I never hid that. I mean, we talking about like being displayed or like that's
being displayed.
Oh, that's brand new. That's new.
I know you said it was beta, but how long has it been beta?
This week.
Oh, okay. All right, I forgive you.
So yeah, like it's the first time I click on it. It's a new button. I'm gonna click on it.
Like, the button was there before Alan would have. Yeah, Alan would have clicked on it if it was there.
As soon as I realize there's a new button, I click on it. Like that's just what happens. That's
press this button and one person dies. Click. Wait, you haven't heard the rest. Click.
It's a what was he like? Breathes heavily while doing it.
A small
yeah.
That's horrible.
Good times. Anyways, yeah, announcements. The Cosme Reeds is moving out of their older brother's house. They are
about time.
We're kicking them out. Kicking myself.
They weren't
out.
even paying rent.
They weren't. So yeah, they have their own YouTube channel now. So all the Cosmere content is slowly being moved over to their new YouTube channel, and I'll go back and probably delete. I might leave it on both channels. I don't know, in case people want to find it there too. But the new content's only going to be on the new Cosmere Reads YouTube channel. So if you haven't followed that and you're into Cosmere stuff and you want to follow that, it's over there.
What's it called?
Cosmere Reads.
I looked it up on YouTube and it doesn't show anything. It takes me straight to Brandon Sanderson.
Okay, it's on there. It's the Cosmere Reads.
Is it the Cosmere Reads? One word?
The Cosmere Reads. Yeah, there it is. You found it.
Type it twice.
I don't know.
I've subscribed.
There you
I'm
go.
The 17th subscriber.
Yeah, it's new, so we're getting there. Yeah. So
their
there
thumbnails look good.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's an announcement. We are creating our own Discord server as well for the Cosmere Reads. So eventually we'll be leaving that as well.
It sounds like he's abandoning us.
I'm not.
This is what happens after 5.5 years.
It's what happens.
Well, he's a planner, and in less than a year, we're done with this. So he's winding us down, Chris.
Yeah.
Less than a year, we're done.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird.
Unless we have another COVID, then we'll just keep going.
Right. We just write our own version and keep doing it off of the book we're writing.
We'll find all the fan fiction that we haven't read yet wrapped around the Will Reads.
There you go.
I'm sure there's
there is another project in the works that's and as I said, it now something completely different. It's going to be something completely different. Of course, Cosmic Reads is still going to keep going. Chris, obviously, you're welcome to come on anytime you want there. And the new project won't launch until summer, so it's I say that now. It'll probably be like in 2 weeks we'll launch it.
Well, I was about to say that means
we'll see.
There will still be new Cosmere content out there. I could actually join you as a new reader when the new book comes out in 2027.
When new books come out,
28.
Well, we won't get to the new books until we catch up, and I don't know if we'll ever catch up at our pace to how fast Brando Sando writes.
Yeah, do you want to slow down, Chris? I doubt you're going to slow down and wait for it.
I've already finished all of this content.
I know.
Like, literally all of it.
Malazan. I've already read some Malazan. I haven't read all of it, but I read some of it. Yeah, I get the appeal for it. But it's not my favorite. Sorry, all Malazan fans. It's opinion. Everyone has one. More because of how confusing the first book is. It gets a little better after that. It gets much better. But the first book is so confusing. What is it, Gardens of the Moon or whatever? It is so confusing what's going on. It just throws you right into like, without too much world building of like all this stuff going on. I'm like, I have no idea who these people are and what they're doing. So just kind of off the deep end. But it is what it is. But Malazan's, it's another one of those gigantic series. I've not read all of it.
Girthy.
I think it actually might be longer than Wheel of Time. It's a long series.
That's crazy to even.
Hey, size doesn't matter.
It takes like 3 books to get into it. That's the problem. I know it's a great series, but if it takes 3 full books to like understand what's going on, I'm ADHD, dude. Like it's tough. That is,
and that right there is why I understand why people who knew nothing about Wheel of Time struggle to get into the series on Amazon. Because truly, it wasn't until like midway through the 3rd episode that people I showed it to for the first time got hooked. They were confused the first 2 episodes, and then was it the end of the 3rd where Nynaeve did her massive healing thing after everybody got diced up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that was the moment where they were like, "Okay, I still don't know what's going on, but this is awesome." Yeah. 3's too long to hook a lot of people.
I lied. I haven't done all the Cosmere stuff.
Ooh, what are you missing?
I went to Coppermine, and there's like the Dark One and the Infinity Blade, and then some of the other stories. And there's things up here I haven't read yet.
You got some homework.
Are you talking about the Dawn Shard? Dawn Shard? You haven't read the Dawn Shard?
No, I read Dawn Shard, but it's so like it says Dark One, so the Dark One book, and then Forgotten. Like they're all apparently, maybe there's books written. Yeah, they're just books written by Sanderson. So I've read
Brando Sanderson. Those aren't part of it. That's not part of the Cosmere.
No, but I've been working through all of his stuff. So I have more things to read. Or listen to.
Yeah, he has the Legion. He has Legion, and of course, what is it? You read the other. What's it? I
did the Cytoverse. I've done all that, and I've done.
Yeah,
I've done a lot of it.
Alcatraz and the Evil Librarians is another one. He has a bunch of like standalones too. Yeah. So there's a lot. There's a lot of Brando Sando. Which, speaking of which, I guess we're going to JordanCon this year. So yay! Speaking of Brando Sanderson,
yes.
Yeah. So we will be there. We'll be very much into A Memory of Light, the final book, by the time we get to JordanCon. So we won't be finished, but we'll be very, very close to finished. It really just depends on how long we do the last battle for how long it's going to be till we finish these books. how many episodes we take to get through that. If we do it in one massive episode, we finish in May. If we break it into multiple, it might be June or July.
Oh.
So
all right, Chris and I enough by now. Like, well, stopping on cliffhangers is tough. Like, we also both take turns having like real emotional responses to like certain things in these books because we're invested in these characters.
Yeah.
So, like, depending on what's going on, you're gonna have to make a judgment call. Because if you're like, let's plow through 6 chapters and 3 chapters in, if something significant enough happens, I'm going to message you and be like, I got to stop here for a moment and
Perrin dies
and digest this. Yeah, you can't blow past that and be like, all right, on to the next chapter. Like, I don't know. So factor that into your equation.
Yeah,
I'm willing to withstand a cliffhanger or two so long as we can actually like get into the good stuff and talk about it and have time to process what we need to process.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll work through it. I haven't gotten that far yet. Just one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And so personal life.
We got 3 podcasts going. So
well, I have 2, and I'm working on creating the 3rd one that I am putting a whole lot of time into right now. So
it's just a baby.
It's just a baby right now. It has a Discord server and a Twitter account. That's about it. But it's and there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff happening right now. That's a lot of stuff that I'm doing. But so anyways, personal life besides working on a million podcasts. As you can see, still under construction.
Isn't
that supposed to be done
estimated completion date plus 3 months?
No, well, we had a really hard conversation with the contractor last week. He has till Friday to get out of our house.
Oh.
Or he will not be receiving his final payment, and we'll be hiring someone else to finish the work.
Yeah.
So
gotta do what you
gotta do.
That's where we are.
So we don't need to go in the rabbit hole. You share as much as you want, Alan, but a conversation Alan and I had about it. He told me about this tough conversation, and I was like, if any part of you enjoyed that, come work with me, because that's what I do on a daily basis. And it's a little easier because it's not my house, but like my buildings are like, they are my buildings. So I take it about as personal as if it's my house. But that's what you went through, Alan.
Yeah,
that's my job right there.
That's what Alan Hinton does for a living too.
Yep,
just universities.
It was annoying. It was annoying.
I don't mind paying a contractor, and we pay good money. But for the good money, I want good product, and I want you in and gone. I want you gone and paid.
Yeah.
I want what I paid for.
That could have been done with that in like 3 days.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this was supposed to be a 3-month project. We signed the contract in February. It is almost. We are 3 days away from November, or 4 days away from November. It's supposed to be a 3-month project.
Almost 3 times the length.
A 3-hour tour.
Yeah, so we're excited. I mean, I'm excited for it to be done because then my recording space will be complete and I can move back in there and not have to keep on moving around everywhere. I've now moved into my living room to record just because the Wi-Fi in the kitchen sucks. So my router's right there. So on my bookshelf. So I can have better Wi-Fi and better connection, but there I'll have Ethernet plugged directly into my computer. So no excuses. Yeah. Fun times. Yeah. So, but
yeah.
That's it for personal life. I think I'm trying to think of. I hung with Ian last weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah. We
hung a little bit
on Friday night.
It was an old school hangout. No plans. He just stopped in. I was going to sip on a tall boy of these IPAs I had. Then I ended up having 4 of them. 4 tall boy 9%ers. I didn't even realize until like Alan left that I had gotten myself not drunk, but shit faced.
Yeah.
Because we were talking so much. He left and I went to walk and I was like, damn, my legs feel funny. Where are they?
That's what happens when I show up. Yeah.
No,
so
we drink before.
Drink a little heavily. Yeah. And then we did a bunch of like trick-or-treating type things because like a bunch of the churches and things like that and different neighborhood organizations do like the trunk or treats. So we spent the entire weekend jumping from place to place to collect all the candy.
I'll be in your neighborhood for Halloween.
Sweet. I'll be in my neighborhood as
Trick
well.
or treating. Yeah.
Actually, I won't be. I mean, I might walk around a little bit for the kids, but there's a house we go to that's right there by Main Street. So we go. They have a party, and we just hang out there and have a few beers and hand out candy. But we'll do the loop with the kids real fast, and then go back and just hang out and hand out candy.
Well, maybe I'll see you out there. I'll let you know when I'm down. Keep an eye on your phone.
I'll try to. No promises.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyways, what about you guys? What's going on?
Ian?
I'm in this awkward position of wanting to complain about work, and justifiably so. It's a shit show. But at the same time, I work for the federal government. We're one of the few agencies that's the funds we operate off of. We're still getting paid, essentially. So I know I'm thankful and grateful for that. It doesn't mean things aren't wonky and stressful. And there's a lot of things, a lot of really big projects that are due at the same time. So I guess that's the safest way of putting it. I'll go back and say, of all the things I'm thankful for, still the team I work with, fantastic. The division I'm part of, I love all those people. Like every one of them, they're great. So I have many things to be thankful for. So I don't want to complain too much, but it's very stressful right now. So
you're on ballroom duty.
Ballroom duty? What's that?
The White House ballroom.
Yeah. Look, all you gotta do is look at the price tag and know that there's more to it than a ballroom.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you don't have to go down the rabbit hole conspiracy theory on that. And this is going to turn into one of those things that, even though it's going to be a talking point for future elections, it doesn't matter the next Democrat that gets in there after they kind of see and understand and experience what it's for. I'm willing to bet they'll come out and be like, let's not make this one a talking point anymore. This was a good move. But that's my theory. I don't know.
Yeah.
You started talking about the government, so I decided I needed a drink.
Yeah, thank you. Pour one out for me. And how much of this can I talk about without risking somebody hearing and being like, "Well, Doge that guy"?
No.
It's on the one hand, I've openly said before there's inefficiencies in the government. I don't think anybody's denying that. So I'm not at risk of saying that. I've worked in multiple agencies. I've seen it everywhere I go. I don't know how many times I've been on teams of 10 or 12 people where it's like 3 or 4 people doing most, if not all, of the work, and then a lot of people skating along.
That's a good one.
So the problem is easy to point out. The solution is not so easy. And how you get more efficient with your hiring and how you train people and encourage employees to be better workers. There's conversation to be had there. What I will say is, with this long furlough, I know just a handful, but if this is representative of what's going on, I know 3 people that I've been good friends with in the government for a while that are fantastic at their job, and the government is lucky to have them working there. But they have not been getting paid since the beginning of this, and they waited a little while. Now they're dropping applications in other places, and once they're gone, they're gone. So we're risking losing some of our really good talent that we should be doing our absolute utmost to keep. And so, I'm a little worried about that. I don't know.
Yeah. Understand.
Anybody out there that's like, them government employees can't complain. You're right. I know I got it good. I had to work my butt off to get to where I'm at, and there were some sacrifices I made to be able to get in there. But I am blessed. I have a very good job and benefits and all that jazz. But anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that.
No,
we're risking losing some good people. It's stressful. There are government employees out there that are constantly like, we're committed to doing the right thing and getting everything we can out of every penny of taxpayer dollars that y'all spend. I promise you there's some of us out there doing that. So
you're not the first person to try to get me to go get a government job. The problem is they need to do a background check, and
yeah, bro, I passed it.
I have one of my friends that's like, he's with the NSA, with the national, like spy agency, and he's like, dude, you should come to DC and work for us. It's a great think tank or whatever. And I was like, dude, No way I could pass that.
Have you seen
Like,
my
there's
record?
there is no way that they would hire
SEAL
me.
does not apply to the U.S. government. Underage or not, I did it.
I'm surprised the FBI's not knocking on my door right now. I mean, come on, man. Anyway.
So
times.
I just had my
Chris,
third anniversary, y'all.
woo!
Yay!
So while we weren't here last week, I appreciate the grace. Like we had a marathon. Like we went out of town Thursday night, the week before, and ended up in Raleigh at Chanel's aunt and uncle. So my, I guess, uncle and aunt-in-law, if that's even a thing. And we thought we were just kind of dropping in, hanging out, and leaving the next day, but found out that the state fair was going on. So we ended up staying an extra day and night so we can go to the North Carolina State Fair, because I've never been to a state fair before. Dude,
they're fun.
They're very they're fun. Very redneck, but very fun.
Hey, I mean, I loved my time on the farm, and to go and see all the farm animals, and to, watch people pay money to milk a cow. I'm like, really? I have an uncle that's got plenty of cows. If this can make money, then we're doing something wrong. Not the milk from the cows, just letting people milk the cows. They paid to do that. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, there was a line wrapped around the building to milk a cow for $5. I was like, damn, we are missing out.
I don't even do the rides anymore. I look up when the shows are for the cows, the different categories, the goats and everything. And about an hour before, walk through the stables where they're getting them ready, and they're shearing them, and they're cutting their hair perfectly, and they're putting all this spray on them and blow drying them, and they're prepping these animals and making them look perfect. And then you go sit and watch it, parade them around. And these judges, I don't know enough about it, but it's hilarious because when they announce the winner, they'll give this big long explanation of why they're the winner. None of it makes sense to me. But they're up there complimenting this big old cow and like the nice rear end, and notice how it gets wide here and tapers there and blah blah blah, and this is what you like to see, and this, and I'm like, right over my head, but it's very entertaining.
The very unique left spot where it grew a little bit to look like
yeah, right.
Look, all of my beef gets ground and put into patties, so that's But no, we did that, and then we made our way to Midlothian. I visited with Grandma for a while. That was good. She's definitely showing her age. 96 is definitely there and settling in. So it's the always being tired, but still, I'm not gonna say sharp of mind, but still sound mind, which is really good. And so we got to spend time with her, and then we popped in to Newport News very quickly, saw a football game, and popped back home for our anniversary. So we definitely toured and saw a lot of
y'all
people.
were on the move.
We were, and that's why I didn't make it known that I was even coming in town, because I just knew we weren't gonna have time to sit, and it was. But we want to see our people, everything kind of going down at home. Chanel's still without work, and so I'm looking for a third job, and I'm like, I want to be able to see my people now, because if I do land a third job, then more than likely I won't be coming home for any holidays.
Right.
So
that's going to be life for a minute.
Yeah, but right now, like like when you walk into a fast food restaurant and they're fully staffed, like it's crazy. It's hard to even find a part-time gig, and to know that like I can only work a 6 to 10 job. I guess I could work more, but then I wouldn't sleep. I'm not as young as I once was when we first started this podcast, even,
Well, so this one will wear you out, but in the holiday season, it does pay well, and there's generally flexible schedule. But a driver helper for like FedEx, they've always paid well, and generally, now with a bunch of people applying, maybe they're more picky, but generally they're flexible with the schedule for the helper, and they do late deliveries because they need the help.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that interests you, but
it's the Charlotte area. Like it's the juice isn't worth the squeeze, as they say.
Yeah.
With all the miles and the gas and the I have looked into it.
You can just run 3 podcasts, and
and not get paid.
And not get paid.
Maybe once every 2 years, you put together enough money to be able to go to a con and see everybody.
Alan's like, that's what y'all think. No.
Right.
No, that's not how we did not get paid that much.
Now I get the remodeling at the house.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now
He's
it
like,
makes
this is all a
sense.
big write-off.
Yeah,
I'll put my
no,
podcast
I have a
studio
day
in the
job.
bedroom.
No, I do.
We
I,
kid,
do,
we kid.
I actually do use a podcast to do some write-offs. But that's a whole other story.
Ain't mad at it.
Nope, me neither.
Nope. I can. I can, and I do. Because
There you go.
Yep. And it's legal.
Yeah.
That's the key. It is legal.
That's always the key.
That's always the key. I ain't going to jail for this. I ain't
No.
going back.
My version of legal is I enter a number and then the little gauge on TurboTax goes into orange, and I was like, "Oh no, that must be wrong." So I fix the number, and it goes back in the green. I go, "Okay, that's right."
I gotta get Chanel a ticket for Jordan Con now. I gotta figure that out next. I need to think about her. See if she even wants to go. Maybe I'll dump her off at a friend's house and she can just sneak in and say hi to everybody and hang out, but not actually do Jordan Con.
Yeah. It's always an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
Most
had
of
people
Jordan
read
Con
us
is Brandon
sneak
Sanders
them
and
in.
stuff anyway, and she won't read it. So
Oh, boo.
she loved Tress, but she's like, it's too big of a commitment. I'm like, it's really not. Like, I plowed through all the books, but anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys ready to talk about a choice? Ian, you ready to talk about a choice? A choice.
A choice.
This one was nowhere near as bad as other choice-related chapters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
In fact, I enjoyed these chapters.
I did
So
too.
yeah, you won't get too much negativity from me.
I listened through them twice.
Okay.
Oh, guys, I've started. That's the other news. I have started my reread.
I saw. Yeah, I announced it on Discord too. That Chris has started his either.
I'm excited for
And
you.
when I tell you, just in the first 20 minutes of the book, I'm like,
Wait, what?
What? No way. They introduced this way back here, and we just learning about it up here, and it all makes sense. Like the rods of power. And I'm like, he told us everything we needed to know
up front.
Front.
Yeah,
And
but when we heard it the
we're
first
just
time and
putting
Alan
it
would ask
together.
questions, remember Alan, we'd read some obscure thing and he goes, "What do you think that means?" And we'd be like, "I don't know." What?
You would just go time traveling Tam. That's what it means. Time traveling Tam.
I'm so triggered. Like,
I was so naive.
and the way
and still am a little bit.
The way they like describe Nynaeve, like the way what is his name? The old man that complains from Edmund's Field.
Simbui.
Simbui. The way Simbui talks about Nynaeve is like major foreshadowing. Like Simbui had everything on point. I don't care what anybody says. Simbui had power.
He was observant.
He was. Like, we should have listened to him sooner.
Wait, someone said they got rid of all their books, so I guess we need to do more book giveaways at some point. I mean, I got like all the paperbacks right there, and then all the hardcovers right there. So, I got 2 sets of Wheel of Time books. So
he's like,
give away some.
Give them away, but yeah, like so, yeah. Oh, your dad got rid of all your books. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well.
Well, we just lost Ian.
Yep. There we go. And there goes the IPAs.
EPUB.
We start with Nynaeve entering the test.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time.
Yeah. Hold on.
I've been waiting.
And I was so excited to get to this chapter. I really was, because especially after the way Egwene went through it and tore through the test.
But she did. She hasn't done this test yet.
Remember hers was accepted.
Was accepted test.
Oh,
this is the Aes Sedai test. We have to do like 100.
I had to remind myself of that too.
Yeah, because she didn't have to do it because she was raised to Amyrlin.
Amyrlin, yes.
Right.
Bruh, I didn't realize, like, it didn't even click, but
Yep.
I just knew this test wasn't going to do anything. It could not touch Nynaeve. I feel like I was indicated in that.
They tried.
It's better than couldn't touch her, but we gonna get to that.
Yes.
Yeah. So before she goes and enters the test, that she gets some instruction. You know, there's one member from each of the Ajas there and along with Egwene.
No,
show them
they were all sitters. They were all sitters.
Yep. And shows the
This is the main event.
Yeah, shows the 6-pointed star. And each one of these tons of tests. There's 100 tests that they go through with 100 different weaves, and you're not allowed to start using the power until you see the star and you get next star, and then you do your task.
Yeah,
and you move to the next, and then you move to the next, and move to the next. It just
and she was asked to remove her ring. She's like, "No, I'll move it down a finger, but I was given this ring. Like I earned this ring. You will not take it off of my hands."
Yep.
So. Yeah, but so there's a good back and forth. I should have wrote this down, but where she wasn't just cocky about it. She also talked about, hey, look, your Amerlin did XYZ, and so like we're kind of honoring what she did. Me claiming that I'm already Aes Sedai isn't like blasphemy or anything. Like I am because your Amerlin said I am.
Yeah.
Almost like, do you deny that? And they're like, well, I know that makes sense. And so she has good justification. Yeah. I actually thought that she would be more snooty about it, like more old school Nynaeve. But I think the conversation she had with Egwene, you leading up to this, you already see it sinking in, because the things she decided to stay set in her ways are extremely justifiable. It's not just pride, I don't think. There's purpose behind it.
She said, might I suggest you move the ring to the third finger of your left hand? And she said, you may suggest it, but it is important to me, Rosalind, that I not give any indication of disrespect to the Amerlin. She has named me Aes Sedai. To act as if it were I were merely accepted would be to undermine her word. This test is important. When the Amerlin raised me, she never said that I needed not to be tested, but I am Aes Sedai. And she's like, I see, you were right, correct. Like, she's like, I am already Aes Sedai. I am doing this as a formality for you all, because my Amerlin has already said it, and you guys have now accepted her as the Amerlin. So this test is almost pointless, but I will not disrespect y'all, but y'all will not disrespect her. It is.
Yeah,
it's redundant.
This conversation.
Yeah.
And she's like, you might be Aes Sedai in the eyes of the Amerlin in the tower, but tradition still holds. No speaking moving forward. And she bites her tongue, which is also good for her, because she know how hard it is for her to do that.
I guess that's my point. It was a good balance of her standing her ground, but also showing some maturity, deference to Egwene as Amerlin, and to the whole process. I've ragged on Nynaeve for being bratty in the past, and is very much not that here. So I got to point it out.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Did someone make a Marshall Mathers reference?
They did. I just saw that right when you said that. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
In the paper.
I actually drove across the Slim Shady today. I drove across the Slim Shady.
The Slim Shady.
The modern Merrimack, the M&M Bridge.
Oh.
I call it the. Oh, I always call it the Slim
I haven't
Shady.
heard that reference, but I think it's not too late to make that stick. He's still relevant.
Wow.
Yeah. I call that bridge the Slim Shady because it is shady going across it sometimes. Although it's better than HRBT. Oh, that's
completely agreed.
I went to.
Well, where you go in and where you come out is shady. So yeah, that counts.
Definitely. Yeah. Downtown Newport News, and you come out and just next to Portsmouth. Yep. So that checks out.
Yep. Shady and shady.
Shady.
Yeah.
Anyways. She steps through into her first test, and she finds herself at a beach next to a mountain that's like about to erupt. There's ash and smoke coming out, and there's people screaming everywhere. And she's like, "Oh, I should go help the people." And it's kind of this weird test. You get this initial feeling like she knows kind of what she's supposed to do, but almost forgotten some things. But no, like it's very strange. So
now wait. Now before she went in, hold on. Before she went in, didn't one of the sitters do something to her that was supposed to help her remember the rules or whatever?
Yes, in a sense.
Yes.
But then she, right off the bat, struggled to kind of grasp to remember. Like she was always bouncing back and forth, and so it wasn't.
The idea was remember what must be remembered was what they kept saying. And so the thing that she had to quote unquote remember was that she was supposed to walk and not run. And she was to get to the sign before she channeled. And she had to channel the correct weaves. And she always did the right weaves. She almost always walked and she almost always waited to channel beforehand. And if they were stronger in the power, she would never have been able to channel beforehand, but that's later on.
Okay. Yeah, I'll save some of my comments because gosh, I want to jump straight to the end here. Let's But even initially, I took note that she was in this brain fog of having to remember what the rules were. So I was already thinking to myself, okay, from a morality or loyalty to the tower standpoint, or however you want to look at it, judge of character, if she gets put into a scenario where in her brain fog she just absolutely can't remember one of these rules, and then she makes a decision that she ought to in that situation to try and help somebody or whatever, is she really at fault? So right off the bat, and that's not me jumping ahead, right off the bat I thought that. I was like, what kind of shady test is this?
Well, come the set. So the first test, she made it out pretty quick. Like hit the island, walked, got to the spot, did the weaves, boom.
Right.
Then she ends up in the cavern, and she realizes.
Well, she goes back to help the people, and as she walks through the hut, she's also in the cavern. Like, so even though she's like, so that's important to notice too, is that like she's like, okay, I'll do the weave first, and I'll go back and help the people,
and then try and
But as soon as she goes to help people, she's in the next test. So
and so she doesn't remember the last test. She just whatever scrapes, bruises, bumps, it all kind of comes with her.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
there's a fog that rose along with it.
Yeah. So then she gets to the cavern and she realizes that she's in the waste.
Yep. And the stand is hot. Have you ever walked? Yeah, dude. Mid-afternoon walking across the beach barefoot, it hurts.
No. You don't walk.
Oh yeah,
you run.
You skip.
I stroll because I wear sand socks. I don't care how many people make fun
there
of
you
me
go.
for it. I hate sand in my toes, so I have sand socks. So there.
Well, there's two strategies. One, you get your feet wet, and then you dip in the first bit of loose sand and get a good covering, and then you make your walk/run. This other one, very few people take me up on it because by the time you need to, your feet are really burning. But if it's really bad and you have a ways to go, stop where you're at and dig your feet down. You'll find relief within an inch or two going under the surface.
Yep.
But you've got to, it's hard for your brain to tell your feet to stand still where you know there's pain and to dig down. Yeah. But that does help.
What makes it tough as a parent too is when you have your 3-year-old son who doesn't understand the concept of run, and just starts whining, crying, and I'm already trying to carry like 3 beach chairs, 2 boogie boards, a cooler, and then he's like, "Carry me too," and I'm like, "Oh!" So now I'm like trudging through, like my feet are literally on fire, and I'm like, "Okay, well, we're just gonna do this. This is dad life."
So if they're wearing the swim shirt, you pick them up like luggage.
Yeah, I know.
I've done that before, and wedgies save lives, so you can grab the waistband too.
Wedgies save lives.
Carry them like a 12-pack.
Yep,
I've done it.
So in the waist, makes it through that one, gets to the rocks, but then I guess the symbol.
She gets attacked by Trollocs here in the waist, which I thought was fun because she kind of proves how powerful she is even in this moment. Because like on the one hand, she's doing her 100 weaves, on the other hand, she's creating fire to like burn the Trollocs back.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, and the way I picture it, so we know at this point they can do multiple weaves at a time. So they're not just powerful in the individual weaves, but like a Gawain, Elaine, Nynaeve, they could do these complex multiple weaves at a time. So it's not like she's pausing her required weave. I see her doing her required weave, and at the same time, she's like zing zella bing and zapping them.
Yep.
So we're not slowing the test down. We're not diverging here. We're just fireball.
It's
Pow.
like in my mind, she's tying off
Fireball.
multiple weaves with the different hands. It's like conducting
Yeah.
music,
Yes.
even though they
And-
shouldn't have to make movements to do the power. But
Yeah.
in my mind, she does.
Yeah. So after all this, it skips forward to our 47th weave, which is causing the sound of bells in the air. Yeah.
Is this the one where she like kind of falls into the air?
Yeah, she's at the top of a very narrow tower. The wind's blowing really strongly. Yeah.
And then she
and she
sees the
jumps
weaves and
through.
realizes she
Yeah.
just like fall through it, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's one way to do it.
And sometimes
and-
when she, yeah, go ahead.
Can we say, all right, so when I was going into this, I made a prediction of sorts where when these weaves were described to us, they were described to us as being somewhat meaningless. Like outside of the test, they don't really do anything. You just memorize them and learn them. So I was thinking everybody else, as they went through the test, they remain meaningless. It's just something you got to do and memorize and show off. But it does seem that when you make it to the right spot and do the weave, it actually does something to resolve the situation.
Yeah.
Is that unique to Nynaeve, or is that part correct for everybody?
We'll never know.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't flat out say, but I think at the end it's kind of implied that part was correct. Like if you make it to the weave spot where you're supposed to be the weave and do it, then that solves all your problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and her problem here was a mouthful of flies, which I thought was absolutely disgusting. So
Yeah.
kind of reminded me of the Dark One.
Yeah, Beelzebub. That might be. I mean, the land thing really sucks because we know, how much she cares for him. So that's probably the worst thing that goes on here. But the second worst, but the worst thing that happened to her individually, not including anybody else, was the fly thing. That's
The sensation of
the feeling of drowning and choking, but with flies. Come on,
Yeah.
that's.
Sorry, it just reminded me of a video I saw the other day. It was like someone, I guess they recorded themselves sleeping, or some sort of camera, and like they're laying on their back and their mouth is open, and their cat comes and drops a dead rat into their open mouth.
Oh, I think I've seen this. Yeah,
as they're sleeping, and like the cat's like, "Here you go, I'm feeding you.
I love you.
I love you."
That's like watching the one where the guy's like grilling and the cat comes up and throws his own meat on the grill and it is a dead mouse. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like it's on the fire, right? So it's technically okay.
Yeah, technically. Sure.
I mean, you smell the fur burning off, but
Waking up to a dead rat here.
That's disgusting, though. I swear to you, that'd be the last day I own a cat. Period. I promise. That's why they sleep behind a closed door. Like they know they go to bed. They have a bedtime door gets closed. I'm in their bedroom right now. In about 45 minutes to an hour, they will both be up here in their bed waiting for me to get the F out. So
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. My cat actually swatted at me for the first time in like years the other day, which actually I was like, "You lost your mind."
Yeah, I swat back. I don't care what people say. My cats get disciplined and they know it. They're like, we're good.
Yeah.
First of all, cat, proud of you for sticking up for yourself. Second of all, don't ever do that again.
Well, like I mean, we feed him his normal food, but then like we have treats for him. But like, well, I've gotten the habit of like feeding him treats every single night. So like, there was like one night where he's asking me for it. I was like, I'm not giving you anything. And he starts swatting at me. I was like, oh, now you're definitely not getting anything. All right. I might have reconsidered, but now
at that point, I would make the cat watch me throw the treats away, or I would take one for the team and I would eat a treat in front of him.
There you go.
Got to establish dominance right there.
We were out of treats or something like that. I was like, okay, no, it is what it is. Anyways, so yeah, I'm trying to undo a slinky and I'm getting frustrated.
47 at bells, bing bang bong.
Then
Yeah.
she falls into the next door, and she's inside of a building, and there are sickly kids. Which this is a sad one. Like,
Yeah.
to be in a room full of kids and knowing that they're gonna die, like, I felt for her in this moment. Like, this one right here, I felt like a dark friend was still in the midst, still a sitter, and was just like really toying with her. Like, what are you gonna do? You're in a room full of kids. All they want is some, maybe have some water.
We can't talk about some of these coming up without fast forwarding to when Egwene basically tells her, like, yeah, these scenarios we made up for you because we knew about you and your personality, and we had to choose things that were going to truly challenge you. And Egwene ends up choosing some of the worst of them. But think about this particular scenario. She started as a wisdom. Her job is to heal. That's one of her primary duties. That one of the first times she channeled was in healing Egwene from the Brokeback Fever or whatever.
Yeah. When she chose
so
the yellow,
clearly, so clearly it's something she's very passionate about. And so this is now a test of, what are you going to choose? That what you're most passionate about individually, or are you going to choose the tower? Which false dilemma. We'll get into that in a bit, but yeah.
Yep. But as the challenges go on, they get harder and harder. She says and it kind of rambles through. She watches people drown. She sees people get beheaded, buried alive. Giant spiders consume all the villagers while she does the weave, and it's just
all it does. As she's able to, as she's going through this, in the moments where she's able to recognize that, okay, this is a test, this is created for me, I have to go through this, she just keeps thinking how stupid this test is. And like, because she sees through it. She's like, I know what you're trying to get me to demonstrate here, but also fuck you. Like, these are the people you want in this tower?
Yeah.
That will make this choice in real life? Ooh, I don't know.
It reminds me of like Navy SEAL Hell Week. Like Navy SEAL Hell Week, they do the same type of thing, like where they sleep deprive you, and then you have to do really simple, stupid tests, but extreme sleep and physical like
deprivation.
Like
I get the trying to make the comparison, but this is far worse because
worse than Navy SEAL Hell Week.
One is self-preservation
because it's not like as you're going through those tests along the beach and with your buddies, it's not like you're lifting this giant pole above your head, and then just over the dunes you could see that there's this major car accident where you can go and a bus full of school children gets in an accident. You could go help, and your instructors are like, if you walk away from here, you fail. You're not a SEAL. Because every person, I can't swear to all of them, but a vast majority of the SEALs that I ever met would tell that instructor to go themselves, and they would go help that school bus full of kids. Right?
Sure, 100%.
So I get your comparison, but I do think this is worse.
More in the simplicity of the test, not necessarily the things going around, but like the simplicity of like I'm doing. Like,
it's extreme pressure. They're finding all your pressure points.
Like simple, like put the shapes in the thing or whatever. Like after your hands are completely numb and like.
Oh yeah, it's a near impossible task that you're probably going to fail anyways.
For the whole entire week, I think you're only allowed like 20 minutes sleep a day or something like that for a whole week.
Oh, I wouldn't survive 2 days.
Whole week.
Yeah. It's you get rushed into it. The first 3 days are practically none because they try to get you into that mental state of being effed up as quick as possible. And then you get enough sleep to not go crazy, but stay in that deprivated state. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nah.
It's crappy.
and again, go back to it. To that point, Nynaeve gets thrown into the last challenge, and the first challenge she's given is to put on a dress. And she looks at a dress and she's like, I will go naked into this next one before I put on the robes of an accepted. Like, this is when everything really clicked for her. She's like, this is a test. Y'all are testing my patience now, and you're testing my gangster. Like, let's see.
Yes. Oh, thank you for putting it like that.
testing my gangster. She's like, no. And she steps through the door, butterball naked. And they're like, okay, we concede. Here's one with yellow. She's like, okay, I can do this. I chose yellow. I can wear this.
That's something I can work with.
Yeah, she's like, otherwise I'd be doing this naked. And of course, they're like, what is wrong with this? At this point, everybody on the outside that is completing the challenge and testing her, they're like, what is wrong with her? Like, what is she thinking?
Meanwhile, Nynaeve, watching the whole test unfold, is thinking, what is wrong with these people?
Correct.
That they think this is a test to prove you're worthy of being an Aes Sedai. Like that, I don't want to get away from you. Like maybe it's me reading into it, and it was confirmed at the end. I'm not just saying this because I've read the end of these chapters.
Yeah,
this was building in me as I'm reading it. Like what the, and I think Nynaeve was experiencing that too.
I think that's what they do. Like between Brandon and Jordan, both they do this very well. They put you in the situation.
Yes.
You at a certain point, you forget this is a character, and you're like, why is she going through this? Like, what do they think she's gonna do in this situation? Like, that's what's going through her mind.
Yeah.
And excuse me. And of course she sees Lan. Like
yep. And then the star appears. Lan's being attacked by dark hounds. She's not supposed to weave until she gets there, and she thinks about it. I could just go to the star and do my little stupid weave, or
finger blasting is the best.
Hey, go big or go home.
I mean, so, and to be fair, like Lan, this is a very realistic Lan. Lan's like, go, I got it, run. And she's like watching him, and she's like, this shit does not make sense. Like, I can stop this. And she does. She makes the decision. She's like, I'm going to show you guys. This is what you really want. You want to see how strong I am. You want to test my gangster. I'm going to show you. And she's
I agree.
Weaves here, and raining hell over you, which is what an Aes Sedai should do. If you, as an Aes Sedai, if you can make it happen on both sides, you should make it happen on both sides.
Work with what you got. And okay, people, you could challenge me on this. I only listened to it twice. Like, I will probably need to go through it a couple more times to be able to back this up in any way. But someone in agreement with you, Chris. I don't think this was Nynaeve getting so caught up in her love for Lan that she forgot this was a test. I think this was the moment of her making a conscious decision, like to show the people that were observing and creating this. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And sorry for dropping it so many times tonight, but like I feel like Nynaeve was thinking that quite a few times.
Going back and dragging Lan along with her was just it's not for this Lan. It's to tell you that if you want me to choose between the two, I pick both.
Yes.
Or I pick none.
Yes. Because if choosing the tower means to forsake all these other things, then the tower ain't worth choosing. Oh, we got there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So I think it was a conscious decision to show the people outside that were putting this together. This was making a point. I don't think she was slipping and forgetting that she was in this test.
This is her redemption moment, because
there's a couple of go ahead.
In the last couple of books, I have really lost faith in her. And she was in the beginning, she was one of my favorite characters. And like she took a big dip as she became like a crybaby. I won't call her anything else besides that.
A little annoying. Yeah,
a little annoying, and she just rubbed me wrong. But this moment here, I was like, this is the one I've been cheering for. Like, you finally kind of gotten past your holdups. You've started to more than accept who you are. You're now flourishing in that personality and that person that you are. You are making smart decisions. You are making decisions for yourself and for the man you love. You're doing it in a good way, even though you kind of played a prank on him. I thought it was hilarious. Like, we are here now. So, How
about, a little bit of a cheesiness moment, but how about Jordan and now Sanderson, as they're growing these characters, the best moments in their character arcs for all of them. Rand, Matt, Egwene, Elaine now, Fael, I've talked about her recently, Perrin, all of them. The best moments of their character arc is when they decide, all right, just because I want to be Aes Sedai or I have to be the Dragon Reborn or whatever, doesn't mean I have to abandon who I am. Like, I can embrace all of who I am and still be good enough and or better than I or anybody else expected. There's a moment of accepting, all right, I'm not going to try and become anybody else but me. Nynaeve, I'm going to be Nynaeve, but I'm also going to be Aes Sedai.
Correct.
Or if they decide I'm not good enough, I'm going to keep being Nynaeve.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, they scold her too about using balefire as well, saying that's a forbidden weave. You're never allowed to use that. And she's just like,
no, her response.
Yeah.
Her response, hey, dummy. That's the only thing you could use against a Darkhound, dummy. You would know that if you weren't such a dummy.
If you'd actually gone, if you had ever actually gone up against the Darkhand, if you had accepted the fact that we had Dark Friends in our midst 6 months ago, like the point, first off, she comes out, hits the ground, and has to be healed.
Oh yeah,
right away.
Oh, she got messed up.
She's messed up. Yeah.
And then others came and laid out the sitters like this. What was this? This was not a test. This was abuse.
Yeah, torture.
And
so these are the sitters, and even they're saying they've never seen anything even close to this.
Right.
And then to say that she failed because she did not show decorum. It wasn't about her inability to complete the challenges.
Well, and because she channeled outside of the rules, she wasn't calm, she ran. There's like a lot of she broke all the rules, so she fails. And she's like, screw you. Like, I do it
all right.
In my mind,
before their final decision. Oh, go ahead.
But in my mind, it never said that she couldn't channel beforehand. They said you should get to. You need to get to.
Well, you should. You weren't supposed to be able to. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be able to.
But that's
I think a big part of the fault in the test is that you're not supposed to be able to, right? Yeah. So let's say she went in there and tried to channel to do things along the way, realized she couldn't. All right, everybody else that couldn't, that means other people probably tried and couldn't, so they had no choice but to just go to that one spot at the end to be able to do that one silly weave they were taught. Mm-hmm. Nynaeve's the only one so far, apparently, that actually had a choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how can they compare her test to anybody else's?
Right.
This is the first
time that makes sense?
Title choices was actually about her making.
She's the only one who had a choice to make. Everybody else, the choice was taken from them because they could not channel until they got to the spot.
And she even admitted, she's like, look, y'all are angry, but I was confused. Like, I couldn't remember the rules.
Which wasn't supposed to happen, apparently.
Yeah, I overcame what needed to be overcome, but I couldn't remember the rules.
Yeah.
And, okay. So I got to go way back to when I thought Nynaeve was very annoying. And I think Delusions was on the episode, and I said she reminded me of a not child but young Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
And who was the actor that played him when he was a young adult? Hayden Christensen.
Yes.
Yeah. And so those of y'all that remember those Star Wars episodes, he was super annoying as Anakin. But she transitioned here, and like I called Alan right when it popped in my head, and it was right about this time when she's talking to Egwene and basically saying, you know what, if this is what they think you're supposed to be Aes Sedai, maybe I don't want to be Aes Sedai. I'm gonna be me, and you either take it or leave it. But I'm not changing any more. Like everything I did in there, I would do again. In fact, if I ran into a majority of those situations again, I would do more to help other people. Like, how are you going to say turn a blind eye to everything and just chase being an Aes Sedai for being the sake of being an Aes Sedai? Screw that. And this was her Ahsoka Tano moment. I almost she went full on in that direction and turned down being a Jedi and just say, no, thank you. I don't want it. I think if Egwene wasn't her friend, I think she would have.
In the background, Gwen's like,
Yeah.
yo, keep that on the down low, please. Like, this is gonna get flipped. Like, I promise you. I just need you to, because she was like, I'll let you know something. I survived and I learned something about myself. She's like, I learned that I'm passionate and I have love and that it's worth more. And that land is just as important, if not more important to me. And she's like, I use Balefire because that was the answer. And also, Rand has requested that I be at the last battle because that was a point she made. She's like, when I get to the last battle, this
she's like, I'm gonna be at Shao.
She didn't just say that part to
using
Egwene. She told that to everybody. That part got told to everybody,
like,
and they're like, "How dare you
she's like, I'm
presume?"
fighting the last battle.
They're like, "Girl, you're gonna be here."
I'm using everything I got.
Yeah,
like,
and when they question it, she's like, "Oh no. That part wasn't open for discussion. I'm not here asking permission. I'm letting you know that's going to happen. So you're deciding whether or not I should be one of you. I'm letting you know this is me. You get on board with this or whatever. I don't care."
She kind of shrugged her shoulders. Like, and by the way, I know y'all want me to go say some prayers, but I got some other shit to handle.
Yo, didn't see that coming, but
I know. I knew right
Loved it.
away. I knew right away the minute that this was formally done, the minute that the tower was whole, I knew she was going to claim what was hers. Like, there was never a doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah, as soon as she gets the official pass, she goes straight over there and she's like, "Yo, Morel, hey."
Morel's like, "Come back in the morning, girl. I'm having fun." And she's like, "I will drag you through the streets by your braid." I'm making this.
But she reminds her, she goes, "I passed the test. I am Aes Sedai. It's going to happen. But I don't take my oaths till tomorrow," which means right now I can rip that hide into two and I won't hesitate. I will tear you apart to get what is mine. She's like, "Oh, abracadabra."
She was like, after all the torture and torment I just went through. And so she's kind of shoves the bond into her, and then she just drops to her butt. And she just feels land and knows he's alive. And that was like her again, she's complete, she's whole. She's gonna do amazing things moving forward. Her and Rand.
That little bit they gave us at the end of her going to get the bond and like how she went about getting it and what she told her.
Yeah.
To me, that was like you have like one bite left of ice cream. You've enjoyed the bowl. You thought a majority of the enjoyment's gone. And in that last bite, there's the largest chunk of fudge.
Oh, yeah.
You thought you had eaten all the big chunks of the good stuff, but in that last bite, you get surprised with that chunk of fudge. That's what that was for me. Because
this was Sanderson. Like,
that was good. Such a treat.
Jordan, but this was a Sanderson moment because he's done it in all of his books.
How he put it together was great.
Yeah.
But not to take away from what you were saying, she's about to do great things. Yes, we've been talking about this with other characters. This is a moment, her realizing who she is and where her power really lies, and what she's truly committed to. Like, yes, the tower, yes, she thinks all that's important, but committed to her husband.
Correct.
Committed to Rand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at the last battle. Like, she's very much defining the things that are going to be factually true for her movement forward that she's committed to, and not just following the lead of anybody else. And she's very confident in it. And there's a lot of power in that.
Long not to be at this point. She's overcome the most, even though it's because most of it's her own fault. She's overcome the most to achieve the power that she has.
Yeah. I even liked in the little bit when she was talking to Egwene, when Egwene was trying to get her to like hush hush. And she was like, I mean, I still want them to like choose me, but also, I mean, what are they going to do if they don't? They're not going to steal me. I will still be this powerful. In fact, what I just learned about myself in there, I'm going to be super powerful. Hey, babe.
It's even worse because they cannot touch her.
Hold on. We get a little treat here. Jacqueline, your friend. So you probably can't see, but we have a cat that visits us every night.
Oh.
And he'll just sit out there for a while.
Good Lord.
And then
go ahead, Jacqueline.
We'll open the door and then he'll just come in and hang out for a little bit.
Camera.
Look, it's
We're
turned
both
into the
married
highlight
people.
of our evening.
Oh,
Does he come inside?
Yeah.
That's a fucking skinwalker, dude.
you invited it
What's
in.
funny is he pauses at the doorway to make sure that we actually invite him in. Until we really invite him in, he can't cross the threshold.
The freaking
So-
skinwalker.
You're onto something. But it's not, we don't feed him or nothing. We just let him hang out a bit and
He
pet him.
just shows up, gets warm, gets some love,
He's
and
gonna
leaves.
kill you. He's gonna kill you.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not gonna fall asleep with him in
Owned by
the condo.
somebody, Yeah.
That's awesome.
Anywho,
My
my distraction for the night.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Well, I'll hold for my inappropriate comments.
Yeah, but yeah, please
And
do.
we opened the gate, just like you opened the door.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
you're not quite to Appalachia. You're in Richmond. It's if you're in Appalachian Mountains and that was happening, I'd be like, dude, no. Nope.
Yeah, it'd be a little more
no,
sketchy.
No.
I'm pretty sure I know the owner. She's this unit and up above.
Out in the Appalachian Mountains, things get weird. They're old mountains. So anything else from this chapters before we move on?
No, that was the highlight. Like that moment was the highlight.
Yeah. It's a good chapter.
It was.
Yeah.
Ahsoka Tano.
I
I don't know.
excited.
I don't apologize for my previous comparisons of her because at that moment back in the day, that's what she was being.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But this was her Ahsoka Tano moment.
I've been waiting for years for this chapter because of all the choices chapters, and I knew that this was the last last thing with the choices in it, and I knew Ian would like it. So I was like, redemption. This is the redemption arc of Ian.
It is. But wait, what was the name of this chapter? It was slightly different, right?
A choice rather than choices.
A choice versus choices. And
Choice.
that difference is significant, my friends.
Yes.
It
Very significant. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yep.
Hope y'all did too.
Yep. So switch over to an open gate, chapter 21. So we're in Perrin's camp, back with Perrin. Perrin's meeting with Sionid. I'm just just getting a report about the state of the world and everything like that. And they're talking about Camelin, and Morghese is serving a tray, and just casually they're just talking. I was like, oh yeah, and when the Forsaken was like taking control of Camelin, and someone's like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, that Gabriel was his name, Gabe something.
Yeah.
It was Ravine, and like,
And he was like manipulating people,
yeah, and
making him do
Morghese
things.
literally
Manipulated
drops
the
the
queen
tray,
even.
like drops the tray, like what?
This was an awesome moment because it really does speak to Perrin and who he is. And I get this because I do the same thing when sometimes when my direct reports are talking, I'm like, my mind is over here. Like they're over here. I already know, I'm already anticipating what they're going to say. I already have a plan for it. I do listen, but sometimes my mind is over here. Every now and then
what were you saying?
Yeah, that part. Every now and then you do it to us all the time. Every now and then they pull me back in with a statement, and that's what was happening with Perrin. He's like, I'm such a bad leader. Like, I have no idea what she's saying. I should be listening. And then he like learned that Elaine is queen. He's like, great, I can pull the banner down now. Like that was the first thing he heard, and the first thought he had was, I'm gonna burn my banners.
Yeah,
Elaine is queen. We're good now.
Yeah,
and then he like sends people to realize there's a Shan-Chan alliance. He like they realize it's going to be required. And he's like, well, that's not for me to worry about. Like that's Rand's deal. Like he needs to figure that ish out.
Yep.
And then they're like, but at the same time, he's like, we have beef with the Shan-Chan.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a second, what? There's beef with the Shan? Why? Well, because they've captured some of our own. They have a year and a day to release, and if not, and this is the Aiel speaking, so there will be another war. And he's like, well, by then I won't have to worry about it. I will be back in Edmonds Field.
That's about to be somebody else's problem.
Yeah, problem. Not my problem.
Not my problem. He's like, by then half of these guys will probably be dead anyway. Fighting.
I feel like
battles,
parents like the stereotypical government worker, like just like that's not my problem.
Like, I'm almost
Look,
up
I
to
told you I'm
20
not going to
years.
say anything out loud that might get me doged, but
Mhm. He's like, I'm
if you're
20.
sitting there insinuating that there's people that let
Yeah.
problems pass them by because they consider I won't have to deal with the repercussions, somebody else will,
Yeah.
or if you think that there's people in important management decisions that already have their retirement date on a calendar, so they're letting everything go to shit while they sit there and ride the clock, I'm not going to sit here and agree with you, okay?
No,
I'm not going to do that.
Watch the
no.
clock burn.
He's just like, I've got 18 years in. I've got 1 year, 11 months, 30 days of sick leave. So I really just
Bro,
have
the
to make
problem's worse than that. They're like, I've got 847 years in. And just all the knowledge is in my head. I never wrote it down, so they can't get rid of me.
Yeah, I talked to one person actually at a VA hospital one time, and I was talking to them about, they were complaining about how much work they had to do and how they're not used to working. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, no, I don't like to do. I was like, and they're complaining about the paycheck. And I was like, you could always go private sector. It's like, no, I actually have to work. Like, I was like, this is the problem with the government is like, you're here
Not all,
milking,
but
yeah,
yes, there are enough that it's concerning.
that just milking the paycheck and not working at all. Like, and what refuses to get a job in the private sector, not because they're not qualified, not that they can't. In fact, there's plenty of demand. They just don't want to work.
I told you I'm not going to sit here and agree with you, Alan.
Not at
Okay.
all.
I'm just saying from personal experience, hanging
yeah.
out in the Richmond VA, and
And then that bomb was definitely
Seen it.
dropped. Like
Seen it.
they're talking about searching for Rand, and he's like, Rand is here. They're like, how do you know? I just know. Just trust me on this. Okay, well, you just ended that search for us. And again, in and out of the conversations, and the bomb was dropped about Robin being an Andor, and Gabriel using the Queen, and then Magdalene drops everything, and Perrin's like,
You okay?
are you okay? And she's like, I need a minute, and just leaves. And he's like, damn, my tea. Like,
And
that's how we know that
Yeah.
he has now got privilege.
Fail covered for her a little bit, right? But
Yeah.
Fail made the
got
full
it now.
connection, right?
She's got it now.
I
And
think
she knows who she was.
Yeah.
So she had to make the full connection there and know that's why she dropped the
Does
trade.
she know who does she know who she was?
I think when they were captive together.
Yeah,
No,
I think it came out.
No, it didn't come out.
It didn't come out? Okay.
Not full on?
No, I don't think it ever actually came out.
Okay.
If somebody could confirm that. I know Fail at least knows that she's somebody.
Yeah.
Yes, she
came from
somebody because
she's a lady of sorts.
Yes.
But I thought she knew.
No,
I could be wrong
It's
on
just
that.
somebody that she used to know.
She wouldn't let
somebody
her
that I
continue
used to know.
Didn't have to cut me off.
I wish I could hit all those notes because I would keep going.
If I remembered all the words, I would keep going.
I will say after an amazingly satisfying chapter with Nynaeve, like just all the things you hoped for in her character developed. And then we get slung back at Perrin, who's made progress in accepting who he is. But it's great that you're starting over your reread, Chris. Remember like our early analysis of Perrin about he's very thoughtful and he takes his time to make decisions and this, that, and in true fashion, his character arc, every time it's about to make a leap, like it stalls and he keeps tugging it back and he still hasn't fully, he's on the verge, but hasn't fully embraced everything about him, all of his powers. He's not just laying it out, be like, this is who I am and this is what I choose to do. Like I don't know, this section is a little slow played for me.
Well,
I wanted after the reveal things to unfold a little quicker. I don't know, maybe an aha moment from Perrin, get more engaged. I don't know.
2/3 of this book left, and then a whole nother book. And by now, by our preconceived ideas or your preconceived ideas, 3 or 4 years ago, either Matt or Perrin should be fully within themselves and turned on Rand.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think there still might be a moment of them getting pitted. I think the Matt thing still has a chance. Perrin.
Not with him going after Moraine. Like, no.
Yeah. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking about, because again, I just started the reread. I'm thinking about the Matt that we have now and the Matt that he was. Matt is the only consistent character throughout the entire series. He is the
Books.
only
Yeah.
consistent character who has not changed. Yes,
Yeah.
he's got other people's memories. Yes, he is a tactical master, but he has not changed in personality. Like, even though, you know, he's married now and everything, no, you're still consistent. Like, you've never been a jerk to women. Did you
No.
have many women? Yes. Did you have fun with many women? Yes. But did you love and love hard some of those women? Yes. And the same kind of care that you showed people back, your sisters and your mom, like Matt is
Yeah.
consistent. Perrin is
Yeah.
lost but consistent. And once
Yeah.
he finds himself, he's going to realize, oh shoot, I am a lord, and I have to lead these people into battle.
Yeah. I guess,
It-
and I don't want to
it's
hate
not
on
him
Perrin.
realizing he's
It's
a
just
lord.
the order
It's
of
not,
things.
it's not him realizing he's a lord. It's not him realizing it's a lord. It's realizing he got that dog in him.
He got that dog in him.
He got that dog in him.
He's it just, with this following the previous chapter, it's a reminder that, oh, we're not all there yet. You know, we pumped the brakes on Perrin just a little bit. Yeah.
He
He's
got a
almost
little
there. He's
bit
on the
He
precipice.
got a
I
little
just want
bit
to
bougie in this chapter, though. When he said,
I just want to
like,
push his ass
did.
over the precipice.
the
Yeah.
boy was like,
I
man,
want-
she dropped my tea. And then he goes, wait a second, I need somebody to bring me tea now. Like, your boy is bougie.
Like-
My wife says I was born to be bougie too, but
Where that tea at?
like, yeah, once you get accustomed to that, like, not like one of my direct reports makes
I am.
coffee for me every morning, and she was out on Monday, and she's never out.
Yeah.
And like, or excuse me, yeah, out on Monday,
She used
never
to it.
out.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's my tea? Where's my milk? Like, where's my coffee with my half and my? I was like, wait a second,
Yeah.
she's not here. I got to make my own coffee. That's that coffee.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, you get used to things. I mean, like you know, like when you're dating someone and they start packing their lunch for you and they put a juicy juice in every single day when you go to work, and then you get married and they cut the juicy juice off, and it's just, you know,
She's like,
it's
no more gushy.
too soon.
Look, man, hey, we were
She's
able to
like,
talk
"Wait."
through that and we worked it out. And turns out I just needed to buy more juicy juice. That's it. Problem solved.
She's saying, you go to the grocery store.
I tell you, I was motivated. I got it done.
Too funny. Anyway, also,
You know what the best part of that is?
What's that?
I've unofficially made that I only bring it out during the most stressful parts of the day. So we were in a team meeting in a huddle room that was like a 3-minute walk from my desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it started getting intense, and I was like, hold on, I need a minute, I gotta grab something. And they were like, oh, fine, okay, hurry up. I walked all the way back, opened up my lunchbox, pulled out the juicy juice, walked all the way back in the room, sat down, opened the straw wrapper, plugged it in, started sipping on it, drank about half of it, and I was like, okay, now I'm ready. Bro, they died laughing.
You took all
I was like,
out of the
all
room.
right, hit me with the bad news. I'm ready.
All the tension's gone. They're like, you know what? We're good. Like, we are good.
Yeah.
This man can have a juicy juice network. We are good.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Bro's got his juicy juice. This just got real.
and I mean, so we've gotten real here. The men now are strong enough. They're healed enough to channel. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
parents, like, let's send people back home. Like, let's send people to check on their families. Let's get this taken care of.
And we skipped over Ball. Showing Perrin the drawings too, of him and Matt.
Yeah,
and telling them that they're widespread. And, yeah,
he's like, well, we got a little bit of fame. That cat owns that house.
He's such a cool dude.
He owns that house. That's crazy. I never.
It's this interesting interaction though between him and Balwar, like where he's trying to press Balwar his backstory. He's like,
well, that happens after this. Him
okay, yeah, good point.
Back home. Like,
Yes, good
yeah.
point.
because we get to the point where they're like, well, people don't want to go back. Like they realize we're at the end times, they want to fight.
Mhm.
And he's like, all right, we'll make a deal with them. Send them home for a few days. We'll bring them back. But I want everybody to check on the family first.
Yeah.
Like it's important because if this is the last battle, they may never see their family again.
Mhm.
Then we get to the
Yeah.
baller part, and he's like, man, who are you? Who were you? He's like, I'm just a lowly servant that loves information. He's like,
Mhm.
so you're nosy. He's like, yeah, and I got FOMO. He's like, all right, well, I need to pay you for your nosiness. Like you're the best. He's like, nah, bruh. More
Yeah.
money, more problems.
Information's my pay.
He's like,
Information's
is
my
all I
pay.
need. He's because more money, more problems. People will track you through that.
And the compliments
filter.
went both ways because he was like, my payment is that I'm able to provide this type of information to a person like you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's like, I could get the information, but my ability to do anything with it, that's not my role. I don't do stuff with the information, but the information I get in the right hands, and I believe your hands are the right one. And parents compliment back to him, it's just the reassurance that I see what you're doing and I appreciate what you're doing. Like I recognize how huge it is. And like literally anything you ever need, if you want to revisit this, if you need something, you ask. And like your needs are a priority to me.
Perrin. Like
Dude, when you have a good admin that like is on point, there's nothing better. Like that it makes or breaks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude. The administration staff at anywhere, government, corporation, anywhere, they make or break everything. Like yeah.
That's true. I'll co-sign that.
Yeah.
Having been in an admin role before, though, it also makes a difference having somebody worth working that hard for. It does go both ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
True. Yeah, but
yeah.
Anyway,
and he's like, Balbert, don't worry. I'm gonna get the white cloaks for you. We're gonna deal with
Mhm.
this. And then we get a transition to Itaralda.
Yeah, to Rodel. Yeah. So yeah, he's fighting the Shadow Spawn.
This was a gruesome moment for real.
They're not doing too well.
No.
Yeah, no.
It got
Hitting
to
the
the
fan
point where
they're trying to coordinate. They're coordinating the retreat.
Yeah.
Well, and then like Trollocs are being thrown in through catapults, and he's like, "Good Lord! Like, where did all these body comes from? Like, what is going on?" And it hits him. He's like, "Oh my goodness, this is tactical." All of a sudden, half of them are not actually Trollocs, but they're like winged beasts coming from the skies. And he's like, "We're gonna die here. I've been relying on Rand to send me help and to get me out of this.
And Rand's not coming.
And Rand's not coming. He hasn't.
This is Manethrin all over again. Like, did not show up.
He's like, the Saldeans aren't trying to help us out. Like, we're screwed. And then luckily,
they're still. So wait, as they're backing up, they're trying to protect the Saldeans. Like they're holding this line to protect the gates. And even he's weighing. He's like, well, I mean, the strategy is to keep retreating back this way. Eventually, like either they let us in or we get pinched there. Like, he has no other choices at this point.
Yeah. Yep. And eventually, he gets, I guess, some Trollocs come in and they spear his horse, and his horse falls and breaks his leg underneath it. And
somebody prematurely sounded a horn for the retreat.
Yeah.
And so there were parts of the line
line
starting to break. And so him and, his security guard, they go rush in to try and shore up the line as it's breaking and trying to gain control. And so this is where he gets speared. Now he's down on the ground. I mean, people are getting diced Up. He's looking up and down the line. There's some people holding, some people falling apart. He's doing the mental math.
Yeah.
The mental math is now you just keep slashing and take as many as you can until it's over because the retreat's falling apart.
Now the question is, what kind of formation do you think they're in? This is me, the military historian.
Staggered. It's a staggered retreat. Well, Yeah,
But are they not,
so-
are they in the more legionary? Do you think they're in a more legionary posture or more Greek phalanx posture? Because the difference between the Greek phalanx and the Roman legion formations was how loose the formation was.
Yeah,
Greek
so
was really, really tight.
these are much more loose. This isn't a
so
tight
more
wall.
Roman legion, more Roman legion
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
style. Okay.
And kind of combined with modern tactics, and in each section, you still have your bow and arrow dudes. It's not like there's just one clump of bow and arrow folks. You have some sprinkled throughout. So as a group is moving back on either side, you have people firing arrows, and then you're able to shore up the line with the people with their shields and everything. That's how I was envisioning it.
Sure.
But you don't have enough people to have a solid line.
Yeah.
This is loosey goosey.
So just for those people that are interested in military history, so the reason why the Romans used loose formation versus a tight formation like the Greeks did, although the tortoise formation of having the phalanx with locking shields and the spears in there, the problem is troop rotation is very hard to do in that formation because everything's so tight. So your front wall gets really, really weak, really, really fast. Whereas having
you rotate when they die.
Having a staggered formation where you can have people charge in and then gaps in between where other people can people rotate in and out. You're always keeping fresh troops at front, which would wear down on a phalanx formation. So fun times.
I love it. Thank you. I feel educated.
There you go. So,
But
in case it ever comes back up, we're doing sword type battles.
They were naturally saved though, and he was like, "I hope that you were worth it because this could cost me my life."
Yep.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, some cavalry comes through and starts kicking butt and taking names. He realizes the gates are open, so he goes back to trying to organize the retreat and getting people falling back in some sort of manner. His leg is shattered from his horse.
It was literally at dawn, look east, and that's what it was. And the cavalry came charging down from the side, from the flank, and Shadowfax and Gandalf at the front, just taking the whole.
There's no overstating this. People like to be the hero in a story. So when you read a story and you hear about a guy that does the right thing, but he has to defy all orders, completely break ranks, risk position, life potentially. If you're in the military, disobeying orders could be a death penalty. We like to look at it and go, if I was in that situation, I would do the same thing. That from what I've seen, the percentage of people that are able to do the right thing in the face of their peers and superiors and everybody else telling them otherwise, that's less than 1%. It ain't 1 in 100. That's like a 1 in many thousands, if not 1 in a million type people. That takes
what was the name of the guy, the Russian submariner, the man who saved the world?
That refused to launch.
His name. Yeah, refused to launch.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, there's a book about him called "The Man Who Saved the World."
Right. I don't know off the top of my head.
This was back in the early 80s. There was a Russian nuclear submarine off the coast of the United States, and the Russians got bad intel that the United States had launched nukes at Russia, and they were given direct orders to launch the nukes at the United States.
Wasn't it some glitch in their radar system that showed multiple launches?
It showed multiple launches, and it was like a software update or something like that. But it was something like it was computers. Yeah. Anyway, so this one guy, it took two people, the chief officer and the launch officer, to turn their keys to launch and they were given direct orders to it. One of the guys turned his key, and the other one refused, and literally saved the world because
Stanislava,
if he had turned his key, there you go. That's his name. Yep. He looked it up. Yeah.
You would think that's a name like everybody across the world knew.
But he would know.
Like we should all know that.
You should all know his name because he literally saved the world. His decision to defy orders.
So not launch nukes to the United States. If he hadn't defied the orders, I wouldn't have been born. So Did he save my world?
Most of us, yeah.
Or you might have been born with an extra leg or more fingers.
Me
More
with more
fingers.
Depends on which way the cloud was blowing.
Yeah, depends on which way the radiation.
My family all lived in
But,
Virginia.
yeah.
I wouldn't have been born.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's Tidewater, Virginia
Well,
would be
we
underwater.
wouldn't have lived very far. We were on
No.
Tidewater at the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's-
So then we switch back to more gays.
Yeah, we switched back to Morgaze. And Morgaze is thinking about Gabriel and how she behaved and realizing, connecting the dots. And she's like,
Mhm.
"Yep, that's exactly
Then
what it was."
Talivor sneaks up on her. He's like,
Shows
"Hey,
up. Mhm.
I just want you to know I'm
It
leaving."
seems like a
Yeah.
whiny moment, but like from his perspective, everything he feels is and says is justified.
Right? Yep.
But knowing more
He's
than
like,
him
"Hey,
at the
listen."
moment, it's like, bro, come on.
Yeah, but he's like,
Stop making
"Dude,
this
I'm
about
leaving.
you.
I'm leaving. I can't do it
Leaving.
anymore."
You know, oh, come on. This trope has been done before.
Yeah.
I'm going to the front lines. You don't want me? I'm going to go where I'm needed. But that means certain death. Well, so be it. If I can't have you, I'm going to be the tip of the spear. She's like, I want the tip of that spear. Wait, what?
What? Huh?
He's like, "No, you followed him
Come
like
again?
like a little puppy." And she's like, "Kind of the same way you've been following me." He's like, "It's different." And she's
Mm.
like, "Well, I just want you to know I didn't love him. I never loved him. I didn't know what love was.
Leroy Jenkins.
I didn't know what love was until I felt your love."
Yeah.
What's love got to
got
do
to
with it? Got to do with it.
What's love?
And he was
but a
like,
second-hand emotion?
On that note, I'm going to take my name out. I'm not going now. I'm staying.
Yeah. I'll go let him know I changed my mind. She's like, yeah, please do. But she still doesn't like conclude things. She's like, take your name out of the hat until like I can think about this some more and we could talk a little bit more later. And I'm like, woman, wrap it up. Wrap it up. On the hill. Wrap it up. Babies. Come on.
It came playing the In Your Eyes, this reverse gender roles. In your eyes.
Right.
Like
I want to see her go back to Perrin and be like, hey, so yes to the wedding, but not because you said it, but because we talked about it.
Yeah.
And I want one.
Did I ever tell you the only time I've ever been in a bar fight was because of that song, In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel?
Oh, did you sing it to the wrong person?
I didn't, but I got involved because of who it was. So this was Doughman.
Oh,
We were
Did you-
at a bar, and this was when we went down to do like this windsurfing thing. It was just me and him going camping. This is back in college. And we went to a karaoke bar, and he went and put a chair. Actually, I put the chair in the front of the stage, and we found some middle-aged woman and sat her down in the chair, and he started singing In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel to her. And her husband was not, like, some big redneck guy was not having it at all, as Adam was serenading
serenading.
her.
I'm
And
glad he's never taken her to an Usher concert. I have watched women eat cherries out of that man's mouth.
The light you heat your eyes.
Yeah, he could have sang some R. Kelly. Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been
I
worse.
want to poop.
It was a fun night, but like it turned into because it was off season. It was a locals bar. It was all
Oh,
local
yeah.
there, and we were from out of town.
In the local scene, I don't care what kind of guy you are. They don't like any kind of guy showing up.
showing up and
Yeah.
dating some random local woman.
Adam should have read the crowd a little better.
Yeah, he didn't read the crowd well. It was a fun
Yeah.
bar fight.
But I'm glad you stuck up for your bro.
Oh, definitely. Dude.
Well done, Alan.
Alan's like, I'm kind of partially to blame. I did put the chair out, so
Yeah, I mean, I was egging it on. I was definitely on the corner, being like, "Do it, man! It'll be hilarious."
That's
he
too
picked
funny.
that woman just because of that. So but that's our chapter.
She was loving it. She had a
Yeah,
great
sure
time.
she was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's I finally got a man that could sing for me.
Fun times.
So
yeah.
anyways, there's going to be a wedding, and once more is revealed, and Morgaze realizes that Galad is heading the the White Cloaks. Galad is going to be the one to come give Morghese away at the wedding, and that's how everybody gets together.
Okay.
You know, I'm wondering how Morghese is going to be outed as Morghese, and I think
Love is going to bring us together.
I think she's definitely going to stop Galad from doing what he's going to do, because I mean, Galad needs that proof that his mother is still alive. So,
but what if they go fight and Talonvor is one of the first to die by Galad's hand? How twisted would that be?
We don't have enough book for all that. We do.
I don't think we're going in that direction, but there's room for that to happen.
There is, but no, I won't have enough to unpack that.
Hold on. Considering the type of person Galad is, what if somehow in this battle Galad kills Morghese accidentally?
Again, we don't have enough to unpack that.
No, that'd be almost simple. Galad would take his own life at that point.
Well,
what's the Japanese thing called where you take yourself out with a short sword?
Seppuku. Can never say it.
Seppuku. Yeah.
Seppuku.
Once Galad realized what he did, he would do that.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We need Galad,
and then Perrin would be in charge.
Yeah,
I agree. I think there needs to be some sort of either confrontation or reunion between Rand and Galad now that we know who they are to each other.
Yes.
Yep. And maybe Morghese knows enough to give some of that backstory.
That I could see. It's all going to happen as they find out that Elaine is pregnant with his babies.
Great. I vote that the love marriage thing is what brings this to an end. It would be cool if love resolves one of our problems.
Love conquers all.
That'd be neat.
You got me.
Buy me Coke.
We haven't seen it yet, but maybe this is it.
Yep. Fun times.
I bet you Coke made that up just so they could get people to buy more Coke. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I'll get you your Coke. Damn it.
Part of the big corporations trying to control us.
They do a good job of it too.
They do.
Anyway.
Hey, go back to the original recipe and I might think about buying one.
You and a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Those are good chapters. Like I'm glad.
Sure.
I'm glad I did not have to miss them.
Yeah.
I had my own personal life coming up last week where I had to push off, and I was about to ask if you wanted to do one on your own, but I talked to Alan about these chapters a little bit, and he's like, "No, you got to," and I was like, "No, I want to be on these also."
Yeah.
These were good ones.
Yeah. It's definitely a big time redemption moment for Nynaeve, and for Perrin, he's coming into his lordliness a little bit more. So
lordliness.
Yeah. Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
So with that being said, favorite character?
Oh, that's a hard one. Go ahead, because I'm not going to pick the.
Well, I mean, I don't like going obvious, but Nynaeve gets high marks here. So, let's say that's the obvious, and then outside of the obvious,
I'll tell you who mine is. Egwene.
For going hard on Nynaeve?
For going hard, for putting Nynaeve through it. She made her point. She's like, yes, I raised her, and I raised her for good reason. She is worthy, if not more than worthy, because now that she's Aes Sedai, full Aes Sedai, and nobody can question it, she can hold a higher spot too in the tower.
Yes, I mean, she's the most powerful channeler, period.
Yeah, there's nobody else stronger than her. Period.
She almost broke all of those sitters plus Egwene who were trying to make these things happen to her. She almost broke all of that.
And here,
she was channeling so hard.
Nynaeve, even after the flicker moments, we just knew Nynaeve was going to be the strongest, the most powerful.
Yeah,
but not a little bit more. I don't even think it's twofold, threefold. It's by a significant amount. She's more powerful than the most powerful.
According to the companion, she is. Let me see where she ranks. Nynaeve is Scroll down. She's not the most powerful, but she is powerful. She's more powerful
Among
than
women?
Egwene.
Are we including men in this list?
No, it's men in this list too. So she is on the same level as Grendel.
Mm.
And higher than like Mogedion.
Well,
Higher than
when we
Egwene,
finish
Elaine,
the books, I want to have a conversation, maybe a bonus episode or two, talking about who's the strongest. Because as of right now, I know there's more books to be had. There's nothing I've seen from Grendel that makes me think she can hold the flame to Nynaeve. But I also know we got more Grendel to deal with.
I was like, here's my thought.
She is.
Once you're dead, you're not strong.
So there are 2 female Forsaken that are stronger than Nynaeve.
But once they're dead, they're dead.
Lanfear. Yeah. Not by much.
Once they're dead, they're dead.
I don't think Lanfear's as bad as we think she is. I'll go back and forth on that.
She's a lovesick puppy. Well, of course you go.
A little misguided.
Now that you're married, you're not allowed to say that.
Yep.
So
well, I had forgotten. So I just finished Shadow Rising, which, oh, by the way, I told this to Alan. I should tell everybody. I leave a little room for things to change with the last book, but I can say at least this: as far as the books that Jordan actually wrote, his masterpiece was Shadow Rising. And I don't even think it's anywhere close. He gets a lot of credit for Eye of the World itself because it drew people in. So the first book always gets high marks, right? But Shadow Rising, phenomenal. And that's one, when you get to the reread on that, Chris, there's so much like I didn't even know to pay attention to when Rand was in Rudion, and even putting 2 and 2 together that Lanfear was there in the very beginning, and she was the one that drove the borehole, or part of that. I guess in my mind, like I know they referenced that some in the show.
Yeah.
So maybe I got confused that was a show thing and not a book thing, but that's definitely in the book.
Oh.
Yep.
And Rand definitely puts 2 and 2 together on that. So anywho.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got on that tangent, but I can't wait to redo Shadow Rising.
She was one of the scientists that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Shadow Rising's good.
So much good stuff.
It's great.
Who's your favorite character?
Did you? Yeah.
Shit. Who's the Aes Sedai that was holding the bond for Lan of Lan? What was her name?
Morel.
Yeah.
I know we wanted it, and we want to hate on her, but even Nynaeve grits her teeth and says, "It hurts me to say this, but I have not thanked you for holding this bond and taking care of him," because there was an admission that she wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Up until now, but she is ready now. And then when she was like, "I could wait till morning," even that was almost like it could be like a test. Are you really? And then when Nynaeve put her foot down in XYZ, she was like, "All right, this is the woman. This is the Aes Sedai that Lan could be bonded to. Nothing less than this would have been okay for me to hand Land over to. But now you're ready."
Yeah.
And so there was a bit of a rites of passage thing there, even though Nynaeve demanded it. So I got to give her counterpart.
Pity on her too. Like, you've already been through a lot tonight. Like, we'll give this to you later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give her a shout out. Although Nynaeve was kind of the obvious choice. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to Yodi, or whatever his name is, the guy who disobeyed orders and saved Rodel.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh,
That's a good
I'm
one.
excited to hear more about that.
Yeah.
That's Alan. That might be of this whole series. That might be your first good pick that I actually agree with.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder if we find out that guy's a dark friend and that's why Alan picked him.
Or he gets killed.
Yeah, I don't trust Alan's pick at all. Yeah. But as of right now,
this is the only time he's ever mentioned. Yeah, as of right now, it's a fantastic pick.
Yeah.
Or Yoli. Yoli is his name. Yoli, yeah.
Yeah,
YOLO?
YOELI.
YOLO.
We're just gonna call him YOLO.
Yeah.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. So fun times.
I hope you are worth this, invader, for my actions this day will likely cost my life.
mhm.
This is
Yep.
probably like the cousin of Fail or something.
Yeah. Well, next time on the Wheel of Reads, we'll be doing 2 chapters. We'll be doing chapter 22 and 23. 22 is The End of a Legend. And yeah, The End of a Legend. And then chapter 23 is Foxheads.
End of a legend. We find out who Noel actually is because he gives the final intel that they need to go get into the Tower of Ganji.
Okay.
Okay.
And Noel is,
No.
Oh, far.
you don't remember?
Jane Farstrider.
There it is.
Okay.
And so maybe he does something to help them and dies, or he just reveals all the truth about it.
There is
Yeah.
another legend that has slowly been losing herself. That's kind of where my mind went.
Who's that? What you got?
Our blonde haired archer. Her name won't come to my mind right now.
Brigitte.
Brigitte.
Ricky.
She's slowly been losing like her memories. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I
I'm not
was
saying she's gonna
thinking.
die, but I'm saying maybe everything just kind of slips, and now she's just of this world.
Right. What if like let's say the horn, if Matt got the horn and blew it right now, what would happen with Brigitte? Would she come back?
That's a good question. When her
Has she
memories
been
restored,
I
she's
don't
not
know.
dead, so she wouldn't come back because she's not dead anymore.
Okay.
But if she dies now, she dies. She's not permanently.
Yeah, she's not wiped out unless she's balefired. She's not wiped away. And
Yeah.
just because she's losing her memories, that's just because she's like been inserted into the pattern in a weird way, and maybe it'll correct itself when she dies.
Mhm.
I mean,
All will
that's
be right in the world.
part of the goal is just trying to correct itself. As
Mhm.
far as Fox is concerned, this is clearly something about the tower. So,
Ooh, you think so? Interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, in my mind, they're not in the tower yet, but they're prepping. Like that's
Mhm.
where my mind's going. He's definitely like getting ready to make his direction there, and of course, or we do have a fox head medallion.
Okay. We do.
So we do have that, and it could have
Okay.
something to do with the medallion, but it says plural. So maybe she finally figures out how to make new medallions.
Mm.
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
do you know this random obscure thing that we were told in Shadow Rising when Perrin is exploring the wolf dream
Mm-hmm.
when he's on the way to save Two Rivers?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going through the Slayer and Lord Luke thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Slayer thing that he's chasing in the dream runs into the Tower of Ganji. It disappears.
Mm.
And Perrin goes to explore,
Oh.
like, what is he doing in there? And you know who saves him? Brigitte.
Mhm.
Going, bro, what are you doing? Back up. This is
Yeah.
dangerous.
Just don't go in there.
Oh.
I don't know how it all comes together, bro, but and I still haven't quite figured out the connection between like the Dream Side Slayer dude and Luke. But you know, in the dream, when Perrin puts the arrow through Slayer, the cousin of Lan,
Yeah.
it physically hurts Luke.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I wonder if like Luke was dying and then ended up making a deal with the foxes or something to be able to live forever. So
Oh.
like
Mm.
he bonded him with some soul so he could keep living. Have you seen the movie Dragonheart?
Yes, I know exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, so,
Uh-huh.
okay, that's where my mind's starting to go because they
Yeah.
both got injured at the same time.
Mhm.
But clearly the soul and the body don't belong together, but like they were attached somehow. And with the going in the Tower of Ganji, I'm starting to think about the foxes, snakes, whatever. There was a deal made to make it happen. I don't know. I can't put it together, but
It could be a fox or a snake just wearing their skins.
man, creepy.
Yeah. But yeah, there were multiple. There could be multiple medallions now, so that could be what that chapter is about. Is like the forging of new medallions. But I think the end of the legend has something to do with Brigitte for sure.
Okay.
So anyway,
All right.
it's bedtime.
Oh yeah. Well, how can we find us at thewillreads.com, the website. It has links and shit. It's cool. Yeah. Go check it out. Like, subscribe. You can tell it's late because that's all I got.
Sure. And I'm sure that if you go to the Cosmo Reads, they have a link to the Wheel Read. So you know,
No, we don't.
You're moving out and you're just like, I don't know those guys.
I don't know who
that was
they
a
are.
test.
New phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis? There might be a link on the new podcast. I don't know. I'll see. I haven't done that yet either. But yeah, we'll see.
Whatever. So, yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got.
Until next time.
Peace.
Okay, bye. Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Okay, bye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving
Sure.
device ready and
Sure.
strapped on.
Sure.
Oh, where are we doing tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about?
Sure.